What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday.
It's a hot Sunday, too.
We up here listening to Bow Wow. I ain't never had nobody show me, and I think that you're showing me in a special way. I feel
it's a hot Sunday.
When they always be together. When they all
trying to fix his mic over here. Yeah, it was a hot Sunday today. We actually attended the Juneteenth. We attended the Juneteenth celebration that was actually done today. It was very nice too. It was hot. It was very nice. No, but I wanted to give a shout out. I wanted to give a shout out to all the vendors that was out there. You know what I'm saying? They had some vendors, man. They had lemonade, had them cakes, had them ribs. Yeah, they had those ribs. Yes, Lord.
Hey, y'all, what is going on? What is going on? I am Samantha Harper, co-owner of L. Harper Healthcare and Transportation Services.
My name is Ronald Dobson. I'm the other co-owner of L. Harper Healthcare Transportation Services.
So today, y'all, we're going to talk about why so many transportation companies are struggling. Why are they not thriving? And what you need to do to stay ahead. The NEMT industry is changing rapidly, okay? And those who adapt will continue to grow. So that is what we're going to talk about. So, Ronald, can you talk about something that we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about pivoting in the non-medical emergency industry. Okay? So basically, a non-medical emergency in transportation business provides safe transportation for individuals who need assistance to get to and from their doctor's appointments, dialysis, chemotherapy, physical therapy, hospitals, mental health appointments. That's important there because I'll be doing a lot of that. Adult daycare, rehabilitation facilities, nursing homes, and pharmacy visits. Okay, one thing, if you're doing any type of insurance, transportation, make sure you keep up with what's going on because every month they're cutting trips down for a lot of the individuals that are on these programs, especially Medicare. So, and then they're not covering a lot of stuff dealing with like dialysis, the actual medicines and stuff like that they have to take. It's a lot of stuff, y'all. So keep up with it because it's an everyday changer. I mean, it went from every month to every day is changing. So, you know, and that's why it's important, man. Just look into what the insurance covers as far as transportation because that's changing a lot. And you know, just be able to pivot, man. You know, but you know, today we're gonna talk about today's economy, rising fuel costs, higher insurance premiums, vehicle maintenance expenses, increased payroll costs, driver shortages, inflation affecting every business. Okay, so let's talk about this insurance for a minute, y'all. Now, this commercial is you can actually find a cheaper premium to pay, but you gotta search, okay? Like even in our city and in our state, they don't have our insurance that covers us is out of Mississippi. Okay. They're not here, they're in another state. Okay, so but you know, many companies rely on the source of income such as Medicaid transportation that models is becoming more challenging because reimbursement rates often don't pace with increasing costs, making diversification important. Okay, so this is why we tell y'all when we come on here every Sunday to pivot because pivoting actually it makes your business a lot more stable. Okay. You be able to go into a different direction you thought you would never go before. Like sometimes you got to do trips outside of your city and outside of your county. So even outside of your state.
We had a girl that a young lady that's in New Jersey, in New York, and she didn't know that she can go outside of her city or state. The only thing is we tell people to make sure that when you're going outside your city, your state, make sure the insurance is going to cover you. Okay? A lot of people they forget about that insurance can cover you, okay? You need to make sure that you tell your insurance agent that is my insurance going to cover me? Okay?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go outside that state and you're not covered. And then you have an accident and that's what happens.
Now we're gonna talk about this vehicle maintenance expenses. This is a very important thing. Any vehicle you get when you're doing transportation, especially non-medical emergency, make sure that it is reliable and it's cost efficient. As far as fuel, you can get you some with an EcoBoost. You can get some with a fuel saving system that's on these cars, and something that doesn't have a big tank. Okay, and luckily for us, we got vehicles that are fuel efficient. And that's what you're looking for. Okay, so remember that when y'all looking at this maintenance and stuff. And I want to talk about driver shortages. Oh Lord, woo! So okay. So with the driver shortages, okay, you cannot make a driver come to work. Okay, some of them they don't want to answer the phone, and then it's not like when they call in that okay, I ain't got to worry about it. No, because they'll be assigned a trip. Okay, I want y'all to understand, especially when you're doing Medicaid or motor care, you assign the driver the trip. Okay, they are assigned to this. When they don't show up, and you find out last minute, that means you got to take them off the list and put yourself on there or somebody that's available. Okay, that can cost you time and money, man.
Yep, it sure can.
If you'll sit there, I'm telling you, it hit you like a ton of bricks. You get up in the morning and your anxiety be through the roof too, man. I ain't gonna lie, how many times my anxiety been through the roof. I can't even go to sleep. I'm like, I hope they show up tomorrow. Okay. It's like, okay. So nothing. They ain't called us the day before. Hopefully everything's all right. Then it's like the day of. Oh, I can't come. It's like, wait a minute. And then you text them the information saying, look, you got a client. They're like, okay, that's what they say. Favorite word, okay. And then it's like they don't show up. I don't understand, man. Oh yeah, yes, ma'am. Good insurance. Good insurance. What do we have as far as general liability and commercial?
We have First Financial. But we can put in the like if you send Ronald a message, we can put in the person that handles Metro Risk Insurance in Atlanta, Georgia, and she's really reasonable for one vehicle. Depending on your vehicle, for our vehicle is an SUV and it's like $700 or something.
She will find you the cheapest rate possible
for one vehicle.
For one vehicle now. You know. But I mean,
you got multiple, then it's a little higher, you know.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all too. A lot of these regular commercial insurance, like Progressive, they used to do non-medical emergency, but they don't do it no more because of the nature of what you're covering. So
and because many companies, you know, but we want to talk about too, inflation's affecting every business.
Oh Lord Jesus!
You know, inflation. Yes, is Metro Risk Insurance. I can send you her information. With Ronica, or
you can send it to Samantha. Can send it to
you. Just remind me, and I can send it to you.
Yeah.
And her name is Sharon Richardson, and she's pretty good, you know, on insurance, so she can get you some at a good cost. And one thing I want to talk about, inflation affecting every business. It's affecting a lot of people. That's why you have to pivot.
Yeah.
You know, with everything, with the rise of gas, food, and all of that, you have to pivot. So you have to always set your prices on the economy. Yeah. So if you know that, you know, if you were charging people maybe $40 per, you know, per trip, they have to go up to 42. But you want to make sure that you put that in your contract.
And another thing too, what we found out is that a lot of these brokers, they've been going down on what they charge for services too. So not only is just the economy, it's just the brokers are actually like, if you go from $75 to do a wheelchair transport, then they go down to $35 for a wheelchair transport. That's not feasible for you, but with brokers, sometimes there's no negotiation. You have to take whatever they charge. But I want y'all to keep in mind, okay, they get millions from the state that they're actually providing the gap for when it comes to transport for like insurance. So they already get their money. They pay you what they want to pay you, but that's why the provider pool is limited now.
Now we do a lot of, she said, the top 2 companies to work with that keep us busy. We do private pay. A lot of our private pay companies will keep us
we do
busy.
private pay, but we're also in a contract too. So, and then not only within the contract, but the health system we're working for, they actually acquired another health system, so that broadened the coverage area of getting discharges. And we mostly do a lot of discharges. We do some appointments, but we do a lot of discharges. And these discharges, some of them, most of the ones I do, be out of the city, and they be in another county. So you know what I'm saying.
So how many brokers in Mississippi? There are several of them. You have Movicare. You have Access to Care. Well, now they MTM.
We have Verida.
Care Car.
Yeah.
Mississippi had Verida, but Verida lost the contract.
Yeah, they lost the contract.
Mississippi don't deal with Verida no more. That's pretty much all that I can think of at this moment.
She said, was it long for the hospital contract, or well, I guess how long it was for the approval?
It depends on what hospital you are. Everybody is different.
Yeah, because
every state is different. Because once you do the contract, they have what they call a board. Their board of trustees and they board members
and attorneys.
They have to sit down and they have to look through everything they got for that month. And once they look through it, and if they approve everything, it can take a matter of days. But it just all depends on the contract of the hospital, how they do their stuff.
Well, not only that though, too, they're looking for, dealing with their account, they're looking for a reasonable price for transportation. So don't go charge them $1,000 for nobody going down the street, because you ain't gonna hear nothing back from them. I mean, because the thing is, you're sharing the risk, and they looking at, can they afford to pay for transportation? Like, whether y'all know it or not, some of these hospitals got a transportation program that clients can actually qualify for depending on their income. We're going to talk about that next Sunday, but I just found out about that about 2 weeks ago. So they have a lot of stuff that they help the community, man. So y'all be open to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you do your research on everything that you do, especially with these brokers. Okay, it's okay to get with brokers if you're starting out, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, they don't pay nothing. You're gonna have to do several trips. Like, I can give y'all a number what we made. We had like 99 trips for Movicare, and that was let me see how many. Like, that was like maybe about $3,000 some dollars for 99 trips, y'all. And for my hospital that we got a contract with, we did like 16 trips, and we made over about $5,000 or $6,000.
Well, yeah.
So you can make good money with your, if you're just trying to start off, like we did. Because when we got Movicare and Verida, we thought we was living it up. We thought we have made it.
Yeah, that's what I said. But now, with another thing with the brokers too, it's hard to really budget your overhead, because some trips they send you might be less than the ones yesterday. So it's the budget goes up and down. But when you under contract, your price stays the same. You just got to get the trips.
And sometimes, like with some of these companies, I found out that it's all about if they like you. Yeah. Some of them may negotiate if they like you. And some of them may, give you more trips. Like I said, if they like you.
Well, it's like this. Mm-hmm. The broker actually sends you the trip. See, with CareCard, only thing I like about them is that you can go on a portal and pick the trips you want, just like Uber.
Yeah.
With Modivcare, they don't do that.
Be careful with that contract now, because if you do a wheelchair, and if it says, like, if it's a bariatric, bariatric may be $70 per trip. But then when you get ready to get paid, they may pay you $35 per trip, meaning they did not obtain that contract.
That's a no-go.
So, and I found that out through another person. She was like, well, that was a bariatric. Well, they didn't really have bariatric. With their BMI was 30 instead of 40. So they ain't looking at that's a wheelchair. They looking at that person's BMI. Now, this is through CareCard. That's another broker. And then, like for Mississippi, they only paying like $18 per trip. So if I'm coming from Hattiesburg to Gulfport, which is like 70 miles, both ways, or not even both way, one way, they only gonna pay me $18 plus those little. They ain't gonna even pay you for the miles unless you're like you going from their house to the hospital. That's when the miles are coming in, but it have to be after 10 miles. So is that even worth your time?
Well, not only that, brokers don't pay you wait time. They don't pay you your hours of operation open early. They don't pay you when you close. You have to. That's why I better do a contract. You get paid for all that. You get paid for the holidays. You get paid for the weekends. You get paid for after hours, before hours. Mm-hmm. Then they don't care. And then with Motorcare, they will send you a trip in the middle of the night and you won't know nothing about it. Then you got to scramble to schedule it. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Then if you don't do it, they're going to like, well, you sent that trip back. It's the third time. We're not going to send you any more trips. And then they'll put you on the blacklist.
We've been in business over 4 years.
4 years.
Yes. It'll be 4 years. Well, 4 years. So we've been in business long enough to know that the business, it comes with its ups and it comes with its downs.
So, you can actually do a contract with a hospital. You just got to find out what person you need to talk to for that facility that do transportation.
Yes. In my opinion, private pay is the way to go.
It is the way to go.
And like I said, if you just want to get with Movicare or CareCar or Variety MTM or whoever, then, and just to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, that's important.
That is fine, but if you're just relying on these kind of companies, these brokers, you're not going to make any money like you want to. You're going to be doing so much work and you're going to be like, is this even worth my time?
And another thing y'all can do too, what I've been finding out is that you can actually operate 24 hours. If you're doing a contract with us, you can do discharges. They'll call you in the middle of the night, but guess what? It's a continuous, constant, business flow when you're doing it over, overnights and stuff like that. So you can look into doing that.
Yeah.
If y'all willing to do that now. You know what I'm saying?
You can, like you said, you can absolutely do that.
They said, did you guys create? Well, what we did, we sent our price list over. That's what they want to see.
Yeah, we did our contract. Yeah. I created that's why I teach a lot of my students. I teach them how to create a contract. Now, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes the hospital are going to create you a contract.
Yeah.
Read over that contract. Make sure that's something that you want to implement too.
But when you send your price list over, what you charge for, and they agree to it, get ready to work.
Yeah.
Get ready to work.
Yeah. And then, like I said, even then, like you want to make sure that you are reasonable.
Yeah.
You don't underdo yourself. That's one thing we talk about in our course. We tell people do not undercharge yourself and don't overcharge yourself.
Nah.
Whatever state you in, you got to be competitive. You have to, like if somebody charging 50 per trip, you may want to charge 45 per trip. Yeah. So you want to do that.
And another thing too, what's reasonable? Well, what you do in your state or your city, look up the going rate for non-medical emergency on like ambulatory or wheelchair or bariatric or stretcher. Whatever service you're doing, look it up and see what the going rate is. And then you can kind of, got some tolerance to go up a little bit, but just don't go up too far.
Okay, so
my friend's a director at a hospital, and she asked me to submit. If she asks you to submit a contract, Miss Dawn, do it, because she's trying to get you in the door. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something.
And if you want to, you can send that to me or Ronald, and we can look at it and make sure, because we want to make sure that you are sending them in, because you want to have the wait time on there. You want to make sure you have your holiday pay on there. You want to have your deadhead miles on there.
Yeah.
You want to have all.
You want to get paid for all that.
You want to get paid for everything that you can.
He asked me, what price is charge in Mississippi for wheelchair? I think it's what?
It's like 40.
40 something dollars.
Now, if you're doing a bariatric, you need to go up on that price, meaning those big wheelchairs that's like a little motor scooter or whatever. you know, you may want to charge 60 for those. You know, you don't want to try to overcharge because some people will do that. So, you know, like you want to do 60 for bariatric wheelchair and maybe 40 just for a standard wheelchair.
Because with us, we actually got I call it the economy plan for the people that can't afford to pay, you know, a lot of money. So we actually got one client that we're doing now. She's been doing it about a month now.
Yeah.
And she enjoys the service, man. It's the thing is, you know, we're taking the burden of her parent actually having to go, you know, and do these trips. She can go to work and concentrate on that, and then we'll take care of the rest.
And I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is our economy plan.
Well, we got it actually on some of our old lives.
You can do on our website and everything. So that kind of helps. You know, anybody that want to do like an economy plan, like for instance, our base rate is like $59. That's for 2 round trips per month. Okay, 2 round trips.
So in other words, if somebody's going every 6 months to their appointment, that'll be good for them because if you just going twice a year, that's it. There you go, right there, $59. Can't beat.
Yep. So that's what we do, and then they get up to 10 miles per round. And then like if an additional person to come with them, that's like an extra $25. So you want to make sure that you can try to, that's what we call pivoting. You know, we want to make sure that, because everybody's not going to be able to afford you. And you want to help people as much as possible like we did. And one thing about it is that these insurances like Medicaid, Medicare, they are actually, like if you used to get 50 trips or whatever, 50 trips per year, they may go down to 20.
We know one that got 13 trips.
Yeah, one lady said she was getting 39 trips per year. They went down to 13.
And y'all got to think about it too.
This economy plan will help her.
You have to think about it too. You know, a lot of people have quality of life appointments they got to go to, like chemotherapy. Some people have to do dialysis for the rest of their life, and it's important.
I got a call today about that.
It's very important that they get to these appointments, man, because and a lot of people, you won't believe it. A lot of people don't go to this appointment because they ain't got no transportation, because they'll rather sit in the house and get sicker because they don't have transportation. That's where you can come in at, man. You got the power to help these people get to these appointments, man. Help them get in the community and just go to these networking events, man. Because there'll be a lot of people from different hospitals, different clinics. They be looking for transportation. I tell you, we got clinics be looking for transportation. They be kind of like, it's like, man.
I had like so many this week, and I thank God for it. I had so many people, and some of them I had to turn down.
We don't have a wheelchair.
Yeah, I had to send them over to someone else that can do that. So at the end of the day, you want to be honest with people. You want to be transparent, because if you're not able to do something, it's okay to turn down money sometimes and send it over to people that can actually benefit from it.
Don't leave them stranded like some people.
So some folks are so bent strong here, they'll go rent a wheelchair van so they can do this and that, baby. Do you not know how much it costs to rent a wheelchair van per month? It's like, I looked on there, it's like almost $4,000 a month just to rent a wheelchair van.
Think about it.
You might well buy one.
And think about it too.
If you can afford
the wheelchair van is heavy because of all that modification. So it's gonna drink a little bit more gas. But you know, that's why we know a lady that got one wheelchair van. She does great. She does great.
She got one van and one car.
She does great.
And she does real good. So, you know, that's something that, you know, like I said, we tell people to always pivot, have something else. And always, y'all, stay compliant on everything that you do. You know, even if you're doing private pay, you still need to make sure you have that commercial and general liability, because if something happens to that car, or to that patient rather, then guess what's going to happen? They can sue. And that one lawsuit can cost you your whole business.
And we're going to talk about these topics right here. Why knowing the rules protects your business, documentation requirements, trip verification, HIPAA compliance, fraud prevention, driver qualifications, vehicle inspections, proper record keeping, and state-specific Medicaid program requirements. Let me tell y'all something, y'all. When you hire a driver, make sure they're good to go. Okay? Cause I'm telling you, boy, you will get some people that actually have an issue and they won't tell you. And then, but when you get ready to put them in that commercial database for that insurance, they be like, oh, this person got this. Cause they gonna send the employer a letter. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Say what? Oh, that was old. Man, okay.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that you do, because guess what, y'all? Compliance is an option. It protects your protects your license, your contract, your reputation, and your ability to continue to serve your community.
And do trip verification. Make sure you verify that trip is happening, so you can go ahead and get.
Sorry, that little puppy.
Yeah, she going crazy. She want to be in the program so bad. But no, just make sure y'all trips are actually verified. Because some people say, well, I think I got a trip this day, and they don't have a trip that day. We don't have that happen. So make sure they tell them to call their doctor to verify, so you can have the information so you can go ahead and do that trip. I'm telling you, man, it'll get real congested real quick when people don't know and verify stuff.
Yep. So one thing about it, y'all, again, that's what we teach in Harper Biz Academy. Our mission isn't just to help people start an NEMT business. Our mission is to help y'all build and be compliant, be sustainable, be profitable. And we want to make sure that your transportation company grow. So if any of you would like to start a transportation business or just need a mentor, we have a 6 months program. Our 6 months program is, payment plan, of course, because I know everything is expensive nowadays, and it's only for $597. But we are doing a $100 off, and it ends on July 1st.
And we also have a nonprofit too that we actually established. So now we can, we got an important meeting tomorrow. So.
Yep. So that's something that we're doing as well. And also we have the $67 one. It's like a 2-day for people that are in the beginning stage and trying to figure it out. It's for 2 days, 1 hour each day. And we have the full course, which is $497. Again, we're doing $100 off. And that's all the way to July the 1st. That's when it ends. So if any of y'all would love to, know about this business, get real deep into it, ChatGPT, Google, and YouTube cannot teach you this. We found that out. We made a lot of mistakes by doing that. We had to still keep learning. So please just go to lharperhctransport.com and just go to our visiting our link tree there. And you can register for any of those courses, or you can call me at 228-760-0928. And you can text me and say, hey, girl, I'm ready.
And don't be afraid to network in your city. If they having an actual event or any type of community event,
please network.
Please be a vendor at that network.
Don't worry about what nobody says. Network.
And guess what? Your prices are your prices. Okay.
And y'all, that's one thing about it. You can't worry about what anybody else said about your prices. They either gonna pay for it or they're not. And one thing about it, I would rather pay for quality over quantity. So y'all, thank y'all so much for joining.
Thank y'all for the support.
And she said, can you share that information?
Yes, ma'am. DM Miss Dawn, DM Samantha. She'll give you all the information.
Or you can just DM him.
No, man.
Yeah, and I can go on there and I can see the information. Like I say, it's lharperhctransport.com. Or you can text me 228-760-0928 to let me know, hey, I'm ready to get started. And you just let me know which program that you would like. And also with those programs, you get my ebook. With the other 2 programs, you get our ebook, you get the workbook, you get a part of our school community, and on our Facebook as well. So you will get a lot of stuff and a lot of support.
Yeah, I wanted to say this too. Transportation industry is evolving, y'all.
Yep.
It evolves every single day. So stay up to date on everything that's dealing with this industry and everything else that's dealing with any type of business. Because, man, I'm telling you, it's like your head on a swivel. So y'all just keep up the good work. All the ones that's in the business now or business on a period, keep up the good work. Keep scaling. Keep going. Yep. Ain't nothing going to stop.
Yep, and I thank y'all so much. And join us again on next Sunday It would be at 7 p.m.
PM.
Central Standard Time
Time.
on Facebook Live. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Bye.
Bye.